everyone. Well, I'm going to start with a repair video today. This is a pair of jeans which have given way on the bottom. Can you see? And they've got a little hole. So what we need to do is open these seams up and slide that over. I'm not going to patch it because patches are a bit naff, and they're a good stretch jeans, so it would make no different. Well, it would make it, they last a bit longer, but I don't like the look of that. So what I've suggested is that I'll repair it this way, and then they will get a few more wears out of the jeans basically. So this is the best way to hide it, because they are evening jeans. He's not going to wear them on a regular basis. It's just to save them. I mean, they're a lovely Hugo Boss pair, so he doesn't want to lose them. So I'm going to show you how I would do this. It's not a difficult job. You just need a sewing machine, an unpicker and a snipper and pins. So here goes. I'll show you what to do first. Right, let me get in position. So first of all, we need to unpick these two seams, and luckily they're on a actual chain. So if we find the right chain, you can unpick, you see, and it just pulls right along. I'll just move you down a bit. Maybe if I move you a little bit further down the table. Right, you're gonna have to bear. Oh, that's better. Right. So this is what we'll do. You can see properly now. So we'll just unpick to the end. Get to the end and snip. And then we'll find the other one. This is probably going the opposite way of that chain though, so we'll say yes it is. Oh no, we're alright. So keep going along. Snip. So now if you turn your jeans over, we've got, there's the bottom, can you see? So what we have to do now is, where it's opened, where I've just unpicked, take away the top layer, get rid, and take away the top layer of this. Done. And then what we can do is, there's the underneath now, the actual hole. We have to start from, I would say, about there. I now have to trim this edge. So I'm going to trim from there. Yeah, about that. Just chop it off. Because now we've got to conceal this on here. So we have to roll. So what I'm going to do, roll it over to hide it. So roll and then roll again. But that roll there is now going to sit on that seam. So if we roll it and attach to there, only on the top, so we can't go right through underneath, just to give me a guide where it's going to sit. So there's the bottom layer again, you see, and then I'm going to roll, tuck it all under, out the way, so it'll sit on that bottom layer, tucked in like this. Right, hold on. And I will carry on, but now the best way to do is get your hand inside the jeans, because we don't want to pin to the back of the jeans, obviously, because we've got to get the machine under here. So now I'm going to turn them over and pin on that top seam like I've done there, you see, and then take that one out, tuck it under, pin down, get to this one here. So now we've got a bit of a situation, so we still need to tuck all the fray underneath, and I've got hold of it underneath as well, supporting it, so you sort of hold the bottom layer, get that pin in, tuck in again, because you don't want any fray showing or it'll just keep fraying. So that's all tucked in there. And as you can see there, I can see the stitch marks, so I've got to move that up a bit to there. So that's your first stitch line. Right, we want this bit neater, so I've got to go further up with the unpick, so I'm going to turn it back round and open that chain up a bit more. I think it's the other way around, wasn't it, if you remember. So we'll go from there and again on the other side. It's not letting me. There we go. So the two chains are open again. So we need to turn it back the right way round. And can you see we've got the stitch in now. So this is all open again. So we have to take the top stitch off, which is easy. Get rid of that. And we have to then, because we're on a smooth line, we're going to have to tuck a little bit more of that under, right to the top of that stitch, and pin the seam down. Right, so now that whole top seam is ready to stitch in. I'm just going to turn over and see what's going on. So what you can see under here now, we've got some of this, there's all the fray, and there's the other, but that's fine because all we're doing is that top seam at the moment. We don't want this to catch underneath, so that's just one seam, and we'll sort this seam out in a minute when that seam's sewn in, if that makes any sense. So now we've got a new back seam on the trouser, on the jean. This is popped out, so I'm just going to quickly pop that back in. Like that. And now we've got a lovely seam, top seam, from the crotch to the back there. So now I'm going to sew that on the sewing machine right away down to the bottom, and then we'll do the same on the top, but we have to tuck it all in inside first. So first of all, we'll sew down this seam. Okay.